Today we're going to be working on my dad's 1983 Ford Diesel Ranger. Thing runs like a top. He loves this truck, but it has an injector pump leaked. Must be on the return side, the non-pressure side, because it ain't missing not a lick, not sucking air. Starts good, runs good. The thing has a Perkins 2.2 liter Perkins diesel, and it's got the old time digital showing 33,000, but I'm sure it's turned over a time or two. Ain't nothing standing between you and the ground but these mats right here in the dirt. This farm truck, we're gonna put it in the equipment shed there, because when we get the pump off, it's gonna be about 5 weeks. It'll be about 5 week turnaround on getting it rebuilt. So we're gonna dive into this, show a little bit of the process, getting the alternator off, or actually just got to get the power steering pump. Both the air conditioners work. Let them down, let them up, they rattle like crazy. They work pretty good. It won't run about 45-50 miles an hour, but it'll keep you cool. All right, we'll get back. Right there, we're working on this idler.
No, I think you take this off, this whole back is gonna come off.
We're gonna get to it, I guarantee you.
I don't know that now.
So got that off. Okay, so there's the cover.
I don't believe we got to do that.
That cover right there, we don't. That's all we have to do. The cover is right behind that idler. That cover has to come off, and that's going to expose the end of the injector pump. But can we get the injector pump off if we remove, maybe if we remove that bracket right there? Let's try to get it off.
This one here?
All right, we've got the assembly off for the
power steering pump. Laying right there if you want to.
I'll move it up out of the way. Okay. Now, I'm going to start taking the bolts.
But it has, what's holding the thing on? Them two bolts on the side?
These two bolts right here have got to come out.
Yeah.
The cover has to come off.
Well, no, the cover may not. It may just slip right off when you undo them two.
No, it's connected to a gear. I'm telling you. So we got to figure that out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it slips out of the gear.
Yep. All right. These were 12 millimeter nuts right here. And that one on the inside was a booger. We should have taken off the supply line there, but we tried to avoid that.
Well, we couldn't get to the screw. Need a little magnet to pull that off with.
They're pretty tight on there. All right. Now that thing had.
I need to hold my finger in here, right?
Oh yeah, just a minute. We took that cover off right there. 17 millimeter nut.
No, I believe that was bigger than what them 17.
Yeah, that's right. It was a 19.
Right.
This one's threaded. You can have a model that has 3 bolts on it, but ours is threaded. So, all right.
I'm gonna hold my finger right.
Yeah, just make sure nothing falls out. There may be a third one on this somewhere. Let me get back to you.
Just lay out there and get moving.
All right, it was like a 12 shiny light right down in here. Turns out this little 12 millimeter goes right through there. I don't know if you can see that nut It goes right through there. And holds it in the back side. And then there is a
support
banjo fitting that goes right through the back right there that holds that line, kind of a T-deal there. You take it off and hopefully, and there is a brass fitting, a brass
washer, yeah.
washer with it, and that's your inlet, I think.
Yeah.
So, all right. Uh-oh, must have been one on the other side of it too. Something just fell. All right, now.
Put your phone there and get it both hands. Something still, it's hitting something.
Yep, I have to be back.
Probably that line up again.
So this is where the pump resided. It's got those two bolts there. It probably took us a little over an hour total working time now that we know what actually has to come off. And that little thing right there caused us some pain because it was hard to find to start with and holding the works up. But there's a gasket right there, got to replace, and there's some kind of a lock ring, and it's not offering to fall out. Did you turn the compressor off? Just the valve, but that little ring right there just floats in there, and it's probably got something to do with, it's got little notches, little keys, hopefully, you know, and it wasn't engaged in anything. We'll try to figure that out, but it just goes straight through there. We're gonna leave this like it is. The battery's done. Can't nobody come over here and try to turn the starter over or anything. And this little old line right here is banjo fitting that was also giving us a problem. You gotta be careful with these lines, because like on this truck, they're old, but we had to move that one out of the way a little bit. Hopefully we can get it back in without too much trouble. Get some of this cleaned up and show you the pump.
That key's in there now, don't
You think it'll come out?
I think it will.
This is the pump.
You hold it up.
Just a little keyway in it right there, which all that'll end up in a different spot by the time it get back to us.
Shit.
We're gonna send it to Dothan, Alabama, to an injector pump place up there. But she's leaking somewhere. Probably was just a fitting, but
No.
who knows?
Leaking out the bottom down there somewhere or another.
Could have been one of them fittings.
Yeah, ain't okay what it was.
All right, we'll get back with it when we get it back. All right, we're back on this injector pump. We took it off the last week of November. Where today's January the
18th.
18th, 19th,
19th,
20th, somewhere in there.
19th.
So it's been about 5 weeks, 6 weeks. And that is the pump that we took off.
Yep. You can tell you it is.
I bet that's my witness mark right there too.
Could be.
How about that?
He made a mark on it too now.
Where did he make a mark?
I don't know, but now here's these.
Yeah, go ahead and take them off.
Them, and they, by God, he got them sealed on there. I gotta have a pair of cutters.
We said we would never have another issue with this pump. Fell in Dothan, Alabama. I'm sure it probably got sent to Montgomery. The Southern Pumps or whatever it is up there. The only timing mark that I see possible is right there, and you can view it from the front cover.
You got a pair of cutters in your toolbox?
Yes. If you want to.
Here's that gasket.
Hold on, I'll be back. All right, let's
That's
do
a
this.
heavy son of a gun. What?
Yep. We gotta get her right down in there.
You want me to stick it up there?
This one has a keyway in it, so supposedly it should be right in time because the truck hadn't moved since November. Hold that, just
Nothing hadn't moved.
hopefully.
All right, you got it on that hole. Tell it to you. Tell it to you. Right there, come forward. That old slider. You on them holes right there.
I've got to get it straight
Yeah.
off of that stuff.
Oh, you're hitting back yonder.
Yep.
Something, I don't know what. I think the back end's got to go down.
That's that line right. It does, but it's catching this line right here. I remember she was. All right, now to get it.
There you go, there you go. There's my phone ringing.
All right, we've got it headed in the direction right there, and I believe she's pulled up. We do have. This is how much room we have, and I've got a witness mark on there, and I should be able to put it right back where it comes from. All right, there we are.
Yep. There you go. Go to Barker. Yeah. You go straight across. There, where the infant station is, there where Mom's dresser is. Just keep going north right there.
Get that nut on there.
Yeah.
Now I'm new to this videoing thing and trying the one-handed stuff.
The other side of the circle. All right, if you want to go.
It's new.
Geneva and go
I
up
got that one
47,
started.
Go that way. Either way.
So we should have engagement.
Go around the circle to the right. And go all the way around.
Right in there.
You
Just went in that keyway.
by the
Let's say we
Highway
got,
27 north.
for tuning purposes, we'll have
You'll see it right over on your left.
just
Right, way on the ramp, yeah. Okay.
that much anyway.
All right.
That much movement,
All right.
which is quite a bit.
But,
All right,
is it on there?
we're gonna let this go for just a minute.
Is it on there? Won't work, you reckon?
Probably not.
It's got four.
I don't know if you can see it or not. That back line was the hardest one getting out. I've got it on. It's a 17 millimeter.
Right.
And we're fixing to thread this front one in.
Does it need tightening or is it already?
got it.
You got the cap off that?
Yeah.
You mean hold something?
Give me that 17.
It is right here.
Yeah, hold that right there.
That's where you need them pro foots.
I don't like anything.
Well, but if you can get to it with it.
I have got this, the pump is not tight.
You might ought to tighten it a little bit, Trey.
Well, that's tight enough on that line anyway, you know, I'm prone to breaking stuff. hold it right here.
And we primed it.
All right, there we are. So the rest of it is hooking up your lines where they came off at.
Oh, I thought that was a line that you put on there.
That is, we still got, there's 2 more injector lines right there where them red caps is at. Same thing, 17 millimeter.
Right.
Brace bolt in the back. Tighten these 2 up right here.
And one on the
Little
front.
timing cover on the front. We'll get back to that in a minute.
Yep.
All right, we've got all the lines are back on it for the second time because we forgot to put the gasket under the snout. So if you're doing this, don't forget
Put the
there's a
gasket.
gasket. So
Press forward gasket.
we had to pull it all back out. And there's a brace bolt right there, a bolt on either side of there, and you take your lines. There's a banjo line right there that has a copper washer both sides. And that's relatively all there are to it. Now I have witness marks that I put in there with a punch. And we simply just line that back up. Maybe off just a hair there, but being that's a keyway then and we didn't let anything move, you should just go back in now.
We find you.
There's a, on the front side of it, there's a plate. It goes in there. That little spanner ring thing. You take this right here. It just slides right over that. And all those other bolts are 17 millimeters. This in here. All right, attempt number 2, go ahead. Keep going, it's got air in it.
Yeah, but we need to get that air out.
Come on with it. There it goes. Come on with it. What does it say? 19.
19.
Okay. It's probably got a torque spec, but we don't know what it is. So we're gonna just tighten it up. Now if it turns the anything in
the
there
whole
now,
boat.
it's gonna turn everything so it'll stay in time.
Open up job.
The primer. Let's get some fuel up there. New rings. All right, try it. All right, we're actually with these injectors open, we're pulling fuel in, or air in. Well, we got air back in it now. Yeah, we got, well, no, it's still tight right there.
Try it again. That wire has to be touching now.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Well, I'm gonna have to try to. All right, try it. So we've got fuel. All right, I'm worried about this dang power steering pump falling. I don't guess it will. All right, let me. All right, see if it'll start right there. Yeah.
Here we go.
There we go. Runs better than it did before. I got the fast idle pulled. Yes, sir. I'm letting off the fast idle. Leave it on, I'm having to hold it. Yeah. Rough on my fingers. Thing's got some tension on it. Little Perkins, they did, Ford did get the little emblem in there, but don't let that fool you. They ain't nothing about it, a Ford. No, I don't have it connected. I'm manually moving it. I found an easier place to manipulate it. Can we find that clip that holds up key bracket in there? That's it. All right, see if it'll switch off. Yep. Now. Yeah, that's good. You did a good job.